I don't know what this sound is. It's kind of like when I come off boost, you hear like a bit of a squeak, so I don't know if it's just air coming out of an intercooler pipe or something, but maybe someone else will know. But as I sit just before boost and then come off it, you hear like a and it's definitely coming from like the left hand side of the vehicle. It sounds like somebody has a balloon and they're letting like a little bit of air come out of the balloon. Maybe an intercooler pipe or something over this side near the intake. Yeah, it's so bad. That would be my whistling issue underneath the other band was here. I jinxed myself in that other video where I said I hadn't changed these to hard pipes. Apparently Repco in town have this pipe in stock, so I'm just gonna go get another silicone one. And then further down the track, if we upgrade the intercooler on this, you can get ones that have hard pipes, so we'll change that out then, but this will get us out of trouble for now and make it so people stop staring at the car when it's making weird noises.
8 hours later.
Alrighty, pipe on. Let's see if we have any gremlins. Nah, sounds way better. No more balloon sounds. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have got ourselves a shed. Check this out. Sorry if it's a bit echoey, I don't have the microphone connected, but we have a 6x6 meter space to do stuff and things. So let me give you the grand tour. There is a reason I have the range out at the moment. So once it's in here, you literally can't get past it down the end. And if you close the door, the end of the range is like right here. So one thing, if you've got a dual cab ute and you're looking for a shed, I would thoroughly recommend you get a 9 meter shed. So 6x6 is just enough to get it in. Yeah, if you had like a smaller car, like a sedan or something, it should be fine. But yeah, let me give you the grand tour so you guys will be familiar with this bench from the old garage. We've still got all the shelves and things like that. Just got a bit of crap in the corner there. And we now officially have a spot for our neon light. The shed at the moment is just run off the power from the house, so we need to get some power in here and then get some power points all around the place and everything. Sadie is loving life in here. We've got the essentials, we've got a fridge, we've got a TV, we've got dogs. My original plan was to have like, this section here would be where you work on the car, and then I was going to have like a couch, table and stuff, so a bit of a seating area so you could sit down and I don't know, do some vlogging or something like that. But they're just, yeah, there's not enough space in here when you get the car in. Now there is a double garage on the house, so some of this stuff could actually go in there instead of being in here. Then that would free up some more space for more workbenches and stuff. But this is what we're working with for now. I think we might put like a garden shed over there or something, so then all the garden stuff can can go in there. But yeah, we've got our own space to do whatever we want in here, which is awesome. Why not? Let's get a couple more things done to this that I should have done a long time ago. Bought these ages ago when I was doing the wrap on the Ranger. So it's from 21 Overlays. It's just a couple of stickers for the badges. Get rid of the blue, and then there's one for the steering wheel as well. So yeah, I won't bring the Ranger in to fit these. I'll do it out there. Also had these window protectors, visors, whatever you want to call them, sitting here for ages as well, so might as well chuck these on too. Video there, but need to buy a bin. So if everyone could leave a comment saying, hey Chris, go buy a bin, that will remind me to buy a bin. We've got a shed, guys. It's all happening. We even have beers. Thanks for watching this episode of Get That Bread, and I will see you guys in the next one.